Hi guys, Ray here from City Fan TV. Hope you're all doing very well. This video is about Joshua Kimmich, and it's not going to be like all those other videos you've seen on YouTube over the last 3 or 4 weeks, linking Joshua Kimmich with Manchester City. If you've been watching Manchester City YouTube, if you've been watching other channels, linking Joshua Kimmich to other clubs as well. This is different because I'm not going to lie to you. That's the difference. I am not going to lie to you. I'm going to give you the truth. I'm going to give you the truth. You've had all these people who are in the know, okay? In the know. There's very, 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 very few people are in the know. Most of the people who tell you they're in the know are not in the know in general, okay? But you've seen a plethora, is that the right word, of YouTube channels or YouTubers who've realized that sensationalism and making stuff up sells. Now, they haven't come up with this idea on their own. You've seen it in media. Media, sometimes, especially the print media, they lie to you. They lie to you to get you to buy their newspaper or to get interaction and clicks. It's all about clickbait, clicks and likes and hits and making money. That's all it's all about. So people are very happy to lie to you, make some rubbish up just to get you interested in what they got to talk about. And bang, they make some money off the back of it. Now, I've said, generally, I do a little bit of sensationalism. When Klopp left, I had to have a pop at him. Come on, I'm a City fan. Got to do it. But I want to tell you that most of what you heard about Kimmich is probably not true. Now, start of this window, people coming out and said, Tolmy said this and Tolmy said that. Look, apparently, Tolmy said, I'm not having a go at him. I'm just saying the source, okay? Tolmy said that Kimmich was leaving in the summer and we could sign a pre-contract agreement. He might come in the summer for free, or we might sign an agreement now. I'll try and get him now because Phillips is leaving. I'm not sure if he said it because Phillips is leaving, but that's what you're 2 and 2. You put 2 and 2 together, get 5. That's you trying to read between the lines there. But basically, from what I heard, said that Kimmich is going to be available in 2024. So we might get him on a pre-contract agreement in January, or get him on a free in the summer. Possibly we could have tried to get him now. Few people jumped on that. You can see how I didn't pay that too much attention. I can't remember the details, but people jumped on it. Said, "Oh, Tolmy said he's coming." But here's the funny thing. I mean, it was a great idea. It's a great idea. If it wasn't for the fact that his contract runs out in 2025, not 2024, 2024 or 2025. His contract runs out in 2025. So he's not available for you can't sign a pre-contract in January with Kimmich, and he's not available most likely on a free in the summer. Okay? So where did, anyway, who cares? People got a lot more views than I did for talking rot. Hey, it's the way it is. The truth about Kimmich is, okay, he's looking to renew his contract. You'll get the picture. You know where this is heading, okay? He's looking to renew his contract with Bayern Munich. Okay, it's a possibility he could move on, but he's looking at this stage of his contract. He's 28. He'll be 29 next week. Okay, so let's see. He's 29 now. Okay, his next deal with Bayern is going to be his last big deal, his last major payday. It's his last one, his last big one. Okay, he's been with Bayern for a very, very long time. He's been there since 2015. Came from RB Leipzig, a couple of seasons with them. I think he, in his youth career, went through Stuttgart. I think he had a little time at Stuttgart, 6 years, and then last year through the RB Leipzig youth, and then the senior team at RB Leipzig, and obviously Bayern Munich has been there. This is his. He's been there 8 seasons or something like that. Tons of caps for Germany, 82 caps for Germany. Cracking player. We'll talk a bit about him in a minute, but it's going to be his last major deal. They'll probably when you think you're 29, he could probably get a 4-year deal at a Bayern on good Wonga. Okay, he's never moved out of Germany. Okay, remember that. So he'll get a good deal out of Bayern. But you get all this interest from in the papers and media from other clubs. Now it's quite easy. I don't know if his agent's been doing this, but it's quite easy to get linked with clubs. And you're linked with certain type of clubs or kind of clubs who have got a bit of money behind them, who are successful. Okay. Only recently, I mean, this obviously at the start of the month, everybody's, well, not everybody, people were linking Kimmich with Manchester City. Manchester City pay big money. I mean, Calvin Phillips was on about 140 grand a week at City. So City do pay good Wonga. He's been linked with Liverpool. Liverpool, not as successful as City, but they're doing reasonably well. But he's been linked with them. He's been linked with PSG. Basically, he's linked with clubs who have got a bit of money. He's been linked with Newcastle. Come on. I read a list of about 8 or 9 clubs that he's been linked with, and all these clubs have something in common. He's been linked with a move to Saudi Arabia. He's been linked with moves to clubs who have got a bit of money and who will pay big Wonga on his wages. And I think the idea is, this is what some agents, I'm not saying his agent has done this, some agents do. They put the stories out there so they very easily get back to the parent club. And they know it goes on. They must know it goes on as well, the parent club. They think, Manchester City are interested in Joshua Kimmich. We won't offer him, 2 pairs of lederhosen and 6 Hofmeisters. Oh, sorry for any naughtiness there. But we won't offer him, the 130,000 euros a week we're going to offer him, because we know City will pay 200,000. So, we'll offer 160. Maybe that will do. So it's a bargaining chip. It's part of bargaining. It's a tool that agents basically use to try and make clubs feel that their player is in heavy demand. Come on, if Liverpool are interested, if City, Chelsea, Newcastle, Man United, PSG, Real Madrid, Saudi Arabia now, if you've got clubs from all over interested in Joshua Kimmich, because he's a good player, there's I think a very slight possibility for me. You got to have your bit of smarts about you. You can't fall for this if you're working at a club. But I think that's the idea. When you go to negotiate, you say, well, I've been reading in the papers, so many clubs are interested in Joshua. You've got to pay. You're offering 130,000 euros a week. You've got to pay more than that because everybody's interested. And City pay 200,000 a week. They're paying KDB 300,000 a week. There's rumours they're paying Haaland £1 million a week. You've got to give a bit more to Joshua. My Tatarik. Selamat pagi or selamat datang to my friends in Malaysia and in Indonesia. You'll know what I'm talking about with the Tatarik. Anyway, so what is Joshua Kimmich all about, and why would we be linked with him? Or, why can, as I said, someone say, well, it's a 2 + 2 is 5. He's a player that we would and should be interested in. Okay, now he's plays, I think, ostensibly as a defensive midfielder. Ooh, we could do with one of them to cover for Rodri. Okay, Joshua Kimmich is not coming to be a cover for Rodri, but we need an option, because right now, when Rodri's not there, Pep wouldn't play Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips is gone. If he does reasonably well at West Ham, I expect them to make a bid for him in the summer if they got the finances in order. So we need somebody to cover for Rodri. Rodri hasn't played 4 times this season. We've lost every single game where he's been suspended. I mean, he might have been rested in a game and we won it, but he's been suspended for 4 games this season. We lost every single one of them. 3 in the league and 1 in the League Cup, I think. So we need somebody to cover for him. Could Kimmich play in a 2 with Rodri? Because that's what you got at the moment when Kovacic plays. It'd be a bit bad for Kovacic, but is that a possibility? That we, that they could both play? So you've got versatility. Because I've said the risk that we've got is if Rodri got a long-term injury, you know, it happens. I mean, Haaland's just been out for the best part of 2 months. If you've got someone with a long-term injury, you cannot, in my opinion, wing it. You can't wing it, okay? You can't take that risk. You can't wing it. You've got to have some quality to cover. And we haven't got that right now. I wouldn't want Kovacic to play instead of Rodri. I mean, you need 3 players to cover for Rodri. So I wouldn't want that. I don't see enough quality. I mean, he's had a couple of good games, and he started the season well, but alongside Rodri, but I don't see it yet. So we could do with a very good defensive midfielder, another holding midfielder. But also, I read Kimmich can play right back. Ooh. You know, I think we need a new right back. I mean, Kyle Walker's 33, he's not getting any younger. And I just don't think he's got the quality that we need going forwards. I don't think he certainly hasn't got the creativity, can't cross for toffee. What's he offering us? He's offering us pace going up and down the wing. Well, I'd rather have someone there who's got, I think Kimmich has got a little bit more creativity than Kyle Walker. You know, looking at some notes I was reading up on him, he's got a little bit more creativity than Kyle Walker. Okay. And I think that's could be a better option. It really could be a better option for us to have him, Kimmich. And Pep wants versatile players. He wants people who can play different positions. So if Kimmich can play, I mean, it's ideal. I mean, I don't know what happens to Rico Lewis then, but Kimmich could start right back and then move into midfield. Wow. That's basically what Stones is doing. It's basically what Rico Lewis doing. Pep tried it with Akanji. It didn't really work. He wants to try it with Gvardiol from the other side. I can't see that working. Gvardiol ain't got it in him. So Kimmich could do both roles. So it's absolutely fantastic. Obviously, he's a quality player, played for Bayern Munich, 80-odd caps for Germany. Top draw. But some of you might say, we don't buy players who are that old. Well, Kovacic is 29. We bought him when he was 29. He was 29 in May. So we bought Kovacic when he was 29. So Kimmich, if we bought him, let's say in the summer, he's 29. So no difference. And the other thing is, you would expect, if you, for argument's sake, you got him at 29 years old in the summer, again, you'd expect 3 or 4 good years out of him. And part of me thinks 3 or 4 good years is all you need, because you've still got other players coming through in our academy. You can see our academy is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Such quality is coming through our academy. Okay, they have to go elsewhere to prove themselves. But then obviously Romeo Lavia has just come through our academy. And who's the other one? Cole Palmer. All right, they didn't get a full chance at City, but you can see the quality. There's more quality coming through. Tommy Doyle playing at Wolves. McAtee playing for Sheffield United. All right, Sheffield United in the bottom of the table, but they're still Premier League players. So they're good players. You know, years and years ago, Kieran Trippier came from us. Ben Mee, plenty of players. So was it Frimpong? He's not Premier League players. I think in Germany or somewhere. He's doing all right at the moment. Anyway, there's a lot of quality coming through our youth system, and maybe you get someone like Kimmich. It gives another 3 or 4 years for younger players to develop, and we have that conveyor belt of talent, and we get somebody else. You know, Rodri will be in 4 years' time. Rodri will be knocking on as well. You know, he's no spring chicken. He's a spring chicken at the moment. He's 27 at the moment. He'll be 28 in the summer. So you know, you might worry you got a 28-year-old Rodri and a 29-year-old Kimmich. It doesn't worry me, because you know, I look at the ages of about 32 to 33 is when, you know, they're like milk turning, sour milk. But that's when I think players start to go over. It used to be when you hit 30, everybody said, "Oh, you passed it." But you know, we've seen that with Gundo last year at 32, KDB at 32, 33. The quality is still there, and they've still got enough about them. And players these days are looking after their bodies just a little bit better than they used to. So, you know, I think the age profile is not a problem. Hopefully, it'll help bring kids through and all that. So I can see the allure. I can see the allure of Joshua Kimmich coming to City, and I can see why people would want him. But the truth is, he ain't coming in January. And I said it said it 2 or 3 times during this January transfer window, that we are not going to buy any senior players. We haven't bought any senior players. Calvin Phillips is gone. Pep said we're not going to replace him. And I said that. I said Pep will not replace Calvin Phillips because Calvin Phillips hasn't played. What's the need to replace him? I'd be tempted if someone came on the market. Yeah. If Kimmich suddenly said, I want to leave, I'm going to leave in January, I want to leave. Maybe you're interested or somebody else like that. But I think we're just going to carry on with what we got. As an aside, we got Claudio Echeverri. He came in. And I told you about that. I said, we're going to sign him. But everybody said, oh, we signed him already. We're going to sign him. And someone on the channel said that 25th of January is when the Argentina transfer window opens. I didn't know that. I don't check these things. And he said, so he won't sign before then. And lo and behold, on the 25th of January, I believe it was, kid signed. There you have it. There you have it. He's going to stay in Argentina until December, then hopefully join next January. So that's be interesting. Similar to Gabriel Jesus, although he wasn't playing in Argentina, he was in Brazil. So there you have it, guys. Joshua Kimmich ain't coming to City in January. Okay. If I had hair, I said I'd shave me. I would say I'd shave my head off if Joshua Kimmich comes to City in January. In the summer, I still don't think it's likely to happen unless we can offer the sort of money that will make people want to move. If Bayern Munich are around the 130,000, 150,000 euro level, and we offer 200 grand in pounds, which is about 230,000 euros. You know, if someone's offering you 80,000 euros a week more, you will consider it. You certainly will think about it. So, well, there you have it, guys. Joshua Kimmich. He ain't, as I said, he ain't coming in January. I don't think he's coming in the summer either, but I wouldn't mind having Joshua Kimmich at Manchester City for his versatility, being able to play holding midfield and right back. Guys, if you're new to our channel, it would be fantastic if you could subscribe. We're on the route to 25,000 subscribers. It's been a phenomenal 8-9 months since the season, before the season started. It's gone crazy. It really has gone crazy. The number of views and the number of new subscribers. So if you are new, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos come out. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. It's always nice to get a thumbs up. We'll see you around, Blues.